Finnish police are investigating what they call the most serious terror plot ever attempted in the country. 5 suspected Islamist militants have been arrested for allegedly planning a gun attack in Copenhagen. Their target was the office of the newspaper that printed the controversial cartoons of the Prophet Mohammed 5 years ago. Police say the suspects intended to break in and to kill as many people as possible. The publication of the cartoons, one of which depicted the Prophet Mohammed with a bomb-shaped turban, invoked the fury of Muslims around the world. It's the latest in a series of arrests throughout the year which have put European nations on high alert over the spread of Islamic radicalism. And as Igor Piskunov reports, it's happening right under the authorities' noses.
Over a year of investigations and a massive police raid in the end brought results. 26 people have been arrested in Belgium, Germany and the Netherlands. Belgians, Dutch, Moroccans and Chechens all are suspected of recruiting so-called jihadist candidates and financing terrorist organizations right from the heartland of Europe. Police mission a success? Absolutely. But is the battle over?
It's just a visible part of the iceberg. It's huge. There is a whole machine behind this.
Ridouan Arouge was born in Belgium in a family of Christians and converted to Islam when he was 19. He says he did it on his own will because it simply provided the answers he couldn't find in other religions. According to him, Islam teaches peace and tolerance, but unfortunately, due to generally poor knowledge about it, it can be used to teach the exact opposite.
There are really extreme imams acting in Europe. And the problem is people who don't know Arabic and don't understand the Muslim philosophy. They end up in the arms of these imams who come from Saudi Arabia or Egypt.
A former French intelligence officer, Claude Moniquet, now heads a company advising governments and corporations on how to deal with terrorism and extremism-related threats. Based in Brussels, he claims the spread of Islamic extremism is happening right in front of the authorities, veiled from their attention by its privacy.
They will say you are not a good Muslim because you don't practice 5 times the prayer 5 times a day. You are not a good Muslim because you are drinking alcohol. You are not a good Muslim because your wife is not veiled. And you are not a good Muslim because you don't do nothing for your brothers in Chechnya, in Palestine, in Iraq and so on, which are oppressed and are killed. It begins in the families, it begins in the quarters, in the streets and in the mosques.
This is one of the immigrant quarters of Brussels, mostly populated by Muslims. Signs in Arabic, specialist shops and cafes. It's kind of hard to believe we're in the heartland of the European Union. Officially, around a quarter of the local active working-age population from 18 to 30 is unemployed, while unofficially this figure is even higher, which makes it prime ground for recruitment. The lack of education about Islam and little work in many European Muslim communities seem to have become the driving force behind the spread of extremism. With Belgium's attitude towards asylum among the most relaxed in the European Union, the flow of newcomers is likely to continue. And many experts believe unless more effort is made to help Muslims integrate into a multicultural society, the extremism threat will remain, no matter how many arrests are made. Igor Piskunov, RT, Brussels.
Well, as more